Hi guys, this is O-Level Chemistry, paper 12, November 2019, question 1. The concentration of aqueous sodium carbonate can be found by reaction with hydrochloric acid of known concentration. The indicator methyl orange is used. So this statement tells us that we are going to be performing a titration. So which item of equipment are needed? So what would we require in a titration? So we would need a burette, yes. A measuring cylinder, no, because in a titration, all volumes measured are to be measured accurately, not approximately. Measuring cylinder measures approximate volume, so it will not be needed. A gas syringe, there is no involvement of gas anywhere in this titration. Burette, yes. Measuring cylinder, no. Thermometer, no. There is no change of temperature involved in the titration here. Next, burette, yes. Pipette, yes. Conical flask, yes. Okay. So we would take the known concentration of HCl in the burette, the unknown concentration of sodium carbonate using a pipette, and the experiment would be carried out inside a conical flask with the methyl orange indicator also involved. So all three pieces of apparatus here are correct. And the last one, we've got a burette, a pipette, and a stopwatch. We are not measuring the rate of reaction, so stopwatch is not required. So the correct answer for this question is option C. Question 2. The diagram shows three stages, 1, 2, 3, used in the preparation of a salt. Okay. The one shows mixing of a solid in a liquid. 2 shows filtering of the residue from the filter, separating them, and then heating the filtrate. So we are removing the residue and we are heating the filtrate to obtain crystals of the soluble salt. Okay, which row correctly shows the solubilities both of the reactants and of the salt formed in this preparation? So reactants are soluble. Okay, one of the reactants is a solid, the other is must be an acid, yes. So this is the preparation of a soluble salt. So in order to prepare a soluble salt, the reaction has to take place between an insoluble salt and an acid. So this would result in the formation of the soluble salt, and the remaining solid reactant is filtered out. So we have solubility of reactant. So the liquid is soluble, the one in the spatula, the solid is not soluble. So both are soluble, cannot be the answer here. So option C and B have been eliminated. We are remaining with C and D. Now, the solubility of the salt formed, because we are going to heat to evaporate the filtrate and crystallize it, it means that we are removing water in which the salt is present. So presence of salt in water shows that it is soluble. So the correct option for this question is option D. Question 3. The nucleon number of an atom is typically greater than its proton number. The difference between these two numbers indicate the number of between the nucleon and the proton number will give us the number of neutrons. So one is supposed to be neutrons. So options A and B eliminated. Atoms that have different nucleon numbers but the same proton number are called. Okay, if they have the same proton number, that means they've got the same number of electrons, which means the difference in particles is in the difference in the number of neutrons present. So, same number of electrons and protons and different number of neutrons. So, these particles are called isotopes. So, the correct option for this question is option D. Question 4. Which three elements exist as diatomic molecules at room temperature? Hydrogen, yes. Oxygen, yes. Helium, no. Nitrogen, yes. Chlorine, yes. Neon, no. Nitrogen and oxygen we have already covered. Fluorine, yes. So nitrogen is a diatomic gas, oxygen is a diatomic gas, and fluorine is a diatomic gas. So this set has all diatomic gases present. And next, oxygen, chlorine, and helium. So oxygen and chlorine diatomic, helium is monoatomic. So the correct answer for this question is option C. Question 5. Which is a pure substance? A pure substance is one in which there is nothing else mixed in it. No, it's not a mixture. There are no impurities. And it is made up of a single compound. So dry air. Dry air. Air itself is a mixture of different gases. So if it is dry, the only thing removed from it is water vapor or moisture. We still have different gases present in air. So air is always a mixture. It is not a pure substance. Ethanol. Pure ethanol will only have ethanol present and nothing else. There would be no water or ethanoic acid or anything as impurities. So this is correct. Steel. Steel is made up of iron and carbon. It is not purely iron or purely carbon. It is a mixture, an alloy. So this is not it. And petrol, gasoline. Petrol has sulfur as a contaminant present in it. So it is not a pure hydrocarbon solution or yes, a liquid hydrocarbon. It is not pure liquid hydrocarbon. So this is incorrect as well. So the correct option for this question is option B. Question 6. Which diagram best represents the structure of a solid metal? Now the key is given. A circle with a negative charge is a negative ion, with a positive charge is a positive ion, and a single negative charge without a circle is an electron. So the description of a metal is, in fact, the metallic bonding is uh, positive charges in a sea of delocalized electrons. So in A, we don't have electrons present, so A cannot be the answer. In B, we have got positive ions and between them electrons. This is the structure of a metal. In C, we've got perfectly organized positive ions and negative charges. So the negative charges are not delocalized here. So this arrangement is incorrect. And in D, we've got all positive charges together and all negative charges surrounding the positive charges. This is also not showing that the electrons are delocalized between the positive charges. So the correct option for this question is option B. Question 7. Hydrogen sulfide burns in an excess of oxygen according to the equation shown. 48 dm cube of hydrogen sulfide is burned. Which volume of sulfur dioxide will be formed at room temperature and pressure? So, according to this equation, the molar ratio of hydrogen sulfide is to sulfur dioxide is 2 is to 2, which means 1 is to 1. So the quantity of hydrogen sulfide burned will be equal to the quantity of SO2 produced because the molar ratio is 1 is to 1. So we have 48 dm cube of hydrogen sulfide burning, which would mean we have 48 dm cube of sulfur dioxide being produced. So the correct option for this question is option C. Question 8. Which statement about electrical conductivity is correct? A. Covalent compounds such as glucose conduct when molten or dissolved in water. Covalent compounds do not conduct electricity. B. Dilute acids such as sulfuric acids conduct because all the ions are free to move. Yes. Yes. Dilute acids because ions are present and they are free to move. True. C. Ionic compounds such as sodium chloride conduct due to movement of electrons. No, in the aqueous state, the ions are moving. And D, metals such as copper conduct due to movement of positive ions. No, due to movement of electrons. So the correct option for this question is option B. Question 9. Ammonia is manufactured from nitrogen and hydrogen by the Haber's process. What is the percentage yield when 60 kg of ammonia is produced from 60 kg of hydrogen? Okay, now in this case, we have nitrogen reacting with 3 moles of hydrogen producing 2 moles of ammonia. So we would have, they're asking us 60 kg of ammonia is produced from 60 kg of hydrogen. So in this reaction, we have the molar ratio 3 is to 2. So hydrogen has an MR of 2 because this is hydrogen gas. So we would have 2 into 3 moles, which would give us 6 moles. So 6 kg of hydrogen will produce. Now we have 2 moles of ammonia. So this would be 2 into 14 plus 3 is 17. 2 into 17, which is equal to 34 kg of ammonia is produced when 6 kg of hydrogen is used. Now they're asking us how much would be produced when 60 kg is used. So this would be 60 divided by 6 into 34, giving us 340 kg of ammonia being produced. Now, they've also mentioned that 60 kg of ammonia is produced and we need to find the percentage yield. So, if this reaction was 100% gone to completion, we would have had 340 kg of ammonia produced, out of which the question states 60 kg has been produced. So 60 out of 340 into 100 would give us the percentage yield of ammonia production. So this comes to a total of 17.65%. So 17.65% means that the correct option for this question is option B. Question 10. What is the ratio of the number of molecules in 71 grams of gaseous chlorine to the number of molecules in 2 grams of gaseous hydrogen? So for chlorine, we have got 71 grams. So in order to find out moles, we would have mass upon AR. AR of chlorine would be 35.5. This would give us a value of 2 moles. And for hydrogen, we have H2, which means 2 grams are present. So 2 grams mass upon AR, which is 1, will also give us 2 moles of hydrogen. So the ratio of Cl2 is to H2 is 2 is to 2, which is the same as 1 is to 1. So the correct option for this question is option A.